disgruntled traffic cone, stewed in his conical misery. His orange plastic exterior gleamed under the streetlights, but inside, a tempest raged. He'd climbed the corporate ladder, orchestrated chaos, and even pirouetted for the mayor. Yet, one thing eluded him: the freedom to utter the forbidden word, the J-word, without consequence. You see, Jim had a peculiar obsession. It wasn't wealth or power, it was the desire to shout J-boy at the top of his non-existent lungs. But society frowned upon such audacity. The J-word was taboo, reserved for those with Tourette's syndrome, a condition Jim didn't have. Why can't I say it? Jim grumbled to his fellow cones during their lunch break. Why must I suppress my deepest longing? His colleague, Constance, tilted her reflective head sympathetically. Jim, it's societal norms. We're traffic cones, not rebels. But I want to rebel, Jim insisted. I want to stand in the middle of the intersection and scream, J-boy! J-boy! Constance sighed. Jim, you're risking your career. Imagine the headlines: traffic cone causes gridlock with juvenile jargon. Jim clenched his non-existent fists. I won't be silenced. I'll defy the system. And that's when he hatched a plan. Jim would infiltrate the annual Traffic Safety Symposium, the pinnacle of cone gatherings. There, amidst fluorescent vests and reflective tape, he'd unleash his forbidden word. The symposium buzzed with excitement. Cones from all over the county gathered, discussing yield signs, crosswalk protocols, and the merits of reflective stripes. Jim slipped in, blending with the crowd. His heart raced. His moment was not. The keynote speaker, a seasoned traffic light, droned on about pedestrian safety. Jim fidgeted. He'd rehearsed his rebellion. Ladies and gentlemen, I declare. But then, a twist. The speaker collapsed, clutching his circuitry. Paramedics rushed in, and Jim's moment evaporated. He'd never get to say it, the J-word. As the crowd dispersed, Jim slumped against a barricade. Constance found him, her reflective eyes full of pity. Bad luck, Jim. No, Jim said, defiant. I'll find another way. And he did. Jim infiltrated the Department of Linguistics, posing as a traffic cone with a penchant for phonetics. He attended seminars on syllables, vowels, and consonants. His obsession grew. He'd whisper J-boy during lectures, hoping for a linguistic epiphany. One day, he cornered Professor Lexi, a renowned linguist. Why, Jim demanded, is the J-word so powerful? Professor Lexi adjusted her glasses. Jim, it's about context. Words carry weight. J-boy isn't just a sweet treat, it's a symbol of rebellion. Jim's reflective surface glinted. I want to rebel. I want to redefine the J-word. Professor Lexi chuckled. Perhaps you're onto something. Maybe J-boy can mean courage, defiance, and whimsy. And so, Jim embraced his linguistic rebellion. He stood at crosswalks, directing traffic, and whispered, J-boy, my friends. J-boy. Pedestrians blinked. Drivers honked. But Jim didn't care. He'd reclaimed the J-word. It became a battle cry, a secret code among cones. When chaos erupted, they'd shout, J-boy. And the world would pause, bewildered. And so, Jim's legacy spread. The traffic department buzzed with rumors. Have you heard? Jim's gone J-boy. He'd done it. Jim, the traffic cone, had rebelled not with violence or deceit, but with a single, innocent word. and as he stood at the intersection, neon lights reflecting off his surface, he grinned. "J-boy," he whispered, and the world shifted.